This vision or this thought came to me while I was in prayer this morning, and it's actually been, crossing my mind a few times. I just finally said, okay, let me get my notes together so I can talk about it. So I see two people, person that is of the light, and then there's the other person that is of the dark, trying to coexist, trying to live in the same house together. I saw the person of the light always praying, always trying to keep a nice peaceful balance in the home. And I saw the person of the dark who continuously kept doing the opposite, kept opening doors that should not have been open, practicing things that were of the dark, very unholy. And then I saw a ship, same two people, person of the light trying to keep everything together, so they can get to their destination, and the person of the dark poking holes. So yeah, the person of the dark, they kept poking holes in this boat. So from the outside looking in, it seemed as though they were both on the same team. But every time the person with the very light energy wasn't looking, the person of the dark kept creating disastrous situations around them. They kept doing very wicked things. They kept poking holes in the boat or creating problems in the home, keeping an imbalance in the home. I read something today that said when you label someone as evil or bad, you block your ability to see that they come from the same source that created you. So removing judgment allows you to extend compassion not only to them but also to yourself. Through compassion you can heal. Then I came across Jeremiah 17:9 that says, "The heart is deceitful above all things and desperately sick. Who can understand it?" Deceitful above all things and desperately sick. That's how God himself, through Jeremiah, describes the human heart. Those crippled by, let's say, dark heart disease are blind, deaf, and dumb in the deepest senses. They can't see, hear, or speak of the plain truth of God and the world around them. Romans 1:20. A dark heart doesn't perceive light. A dark heart is a den for deceit, a place where at every moment people are told the lie that God is not here, that he has not made the world, that he doesn't even exist. People with a dark heart assume that we're walking around in a world governed by chance. Their unbelief is fierce and stubborn. Now, I want to go back to the vision. No matter how many times the person of the light that carried this beautiful energy about them kept trying to keep the home balance, cleanse, the person of the dark would not quit trying to tear it down, open doors, keep darkness in the home. Now, something I noticed that was very interesting was while the person with the dark energy kept doing all these evil deeds, it was starting to really weigh down on this person's health, their mental health, their physical appearance. Their mind was so disturbed because we all know that prayer defeats darkness. It conquers it. It destroys it. And this was something that the darkness was not going to do. The darkness was not going to pray. The darkness wanted to continue doing evil, which was weakening their vessel, making it harder for them to sink the ship or destroy. Your powerful prayers can bring a peaceful balance to things around you. This could be in your home, your work environment, your relationships. It's important to pray if you know you are around someone who operates from a dark space. You don't never see them praying, calling out to God. When your back is turned, something seems off. And this is a time for you to up your prayers. So I want to talk about Deuteronomy 28:6-9. You will be blessed when you come in and blessed when you go out. The Lord will grant that the enemies who rise up against you will be defeated before you. They will come at you from one direction, but flee from you in seven. The Lord will send a blessing on your barns and on everything you put your hands to. The Lord your God will bless you in the land he is giving you. The Lord will establish you as his holy people, as he promised you on an oath. if you keep the commands of the Lord your God and walk in obedience to him. So every morning, whether you live with the person, you got to work around the person, just pray before you leave your home or before you start your day. Cover yourself. Ask God to move through the person that might be secretly operating in the dark, doing things on purpose, sinking the ship. Ask God to continuously work on their mind and heart. And this was a very random video, but I hope it was helpful for someone, and I will see you on the next one.